How's it hanging, folks? Today we're going to be attempting to beat... Oh, what the fuck? Stop! Stop! What the fuck? You need to stop. Who the fuck are you? I'm you from the future. Okay, why are you shouting? I'm shouting because you're making a mistake. You're about to ask the wrong question. What you should be asking is how much of SUPERHOT can you beat without moving? Oh fuck. He's here. Look at that guy, what a goofball. Anyway, the challenge we're attempting today is this. Can you beat SUPERHOT without moving? Anyway, let's boot the game and try level 1. Oh, fuck. Yeah, unfortunately, SUPERHOT is not possible to beat without moving. No matter how hard you try, certain levels just can't be beaten with the tools you're given. Level 1 is an example of that. You can kill this guy running down the stairs, but the rest of the enemies in the level don't come to you, so you just end up standing there doing nothing until your hard drive runs out of recording space. So let's change the question. How much of SUPERHOT can you beat without moving? Let's start by making a grading system. I'm going to rank every level on a scale from impossible to intended. Impossible levels are truly impossible to beat without moving. Hard levels are levels that are possible, but are just too difficult for me. Challenging levels are difficult ones that I managed to beat, and intended levels are levels that can be beaten very easily without moving. Almost as if, you know, that's how it's intended. Anyway, I'm marking level 1 down as impossible. Now that we have our grading system, let's move on to talking about the tools we're going to use to beat some of these levels. When I say without moving, I'm telling a bit of a lie. I'm talking about horizontal movement. Jumping is going to be a key tool in this game. If you know anything about SUPERHOT, you know that its gimmick is that time only moves when you move. A side effect of that is that if you don't move, time is permanently stopped. We have access to 2 ways to make time move forwards, attacking and jumping. Attacking, unless you have a weapon in your hand, barely makes time move forward. Jumping, on the other hand, makes it move forward very quickly. Because of that, I'm going to allow jumping. Trust me, it's very necessary. So let's watch level 2. The game tells us to grab the gun and we tell it to go fuck itself and start jumping instead. The 2 enemies make their way over to us and we kick the shit out of them before 2 other enemies appear, one of them carrying a gun. This would be a problem if we weren't literally Mr. Matrix. We just dodge the guy's bullets until he runs up to us and we're able to take his gun. It's also worth mentioning at this point that enemies in SUPERHOT sadly never run out of ammo. They never even go into a loading animation, they just fire forever. That will cause us many problems later on. Anyway, I'm marking this level intended. We're at a 50-50 success rate at this point, so I'm feeling pretty good. You know how I said enemies firing forever would cause us problems later on? It's causing us problems now. Level 3 has 2 enemies firing guns at us at the end of a long corridor. They never run out of ammo and they never move. No other enemies will spawn until we kill them. It's completely impossible to beat this level. All we can do is just dodge. So this one's obviously getting an impossible rating. Level 4 sucks. We can kill the first 4 guys coming at us pretty easily, but the next 2 never come close, so we're just stuck hitting our head on the ceiling forever. Impossible. Level 5 is one of my favorite levels. I'll start off by marking it as challenging so I can just talk uninterrupted about how goddamn cool the level is. We start in a terrible situation. We're standing at a train platform with a gun pointed to our head, with 2 guys charging at us, and 5 other guys coming in as backup. Here's where shit gets difficult. If we pick up any pistol in this game, its ammo immediately gets limited to 4. Essentially, we can only fire the gun 4 times, and if we throw it, the gun will either break or go out of range. The guys coming as backup don't run up to us, so we can't take their guns. So we're stuck, right? If we throw the gun, we can't kill the backup, and even if we don't throw the gun, we don't have enough ammo to finish the level. Here's where the level gets interesting. We start by punching the man in the face and taking his gun. We then throw the gun up into the air at a perfect angle so that it hits the roof but doesn't shatter. While the gun is falling, we beat the 2 guys charging at us and pick the gun back up before it hits the ground. But we're still stuck. We only have 3 bullets to kill 5 guys. That's where momentum comes into play. When you throw something at an enemy, their movement completely stops. If they were running at you, the thing they were holding gets launched out of their hands, and in your direction. Before the guys coming at us come to a stop, we throw a gun at one of them, causing him to launch his gun in our direction, allowing us to pick it up. With a fully loaded pistol, we shoot the remaining guys and finish the level out strong. Level 6. It's called Jump, so it's gotta be easy, right? Unfortunately not. The level starts with a car trying to run us over as a guy gets out from behind a pillar. He stops moving and starts shooting at us. Another guy gets out of the car and starts shooting at us again. Then like 60 other guys appear and start shooting at us. This level is getting ranked as hard. I believe one of the people who emerge later in the level might come close enough for us to punch them and take their gun, but honestly the thought of spending hours just jumping and looking around, all for a goal that may not be possible, makes me want to drink bleach, so we're just moving on. Level 7 is called Shots, and it's a pretty cool one. A guy across the bar pulls a gun on us, so we throw 16,000 shot glasses at him until he's got more brain damage than Jake Paul. 2 more guys come at us from the sides and we shoot both of them. 2 more come. We shoot one of them and we throw our gun at the other to get his weapon. Finally, 2 other guys come and we shoot them in the head. This one took me a few attempts, so I'm marking it down as challenging. Level 8 is the easiest so far. There are no guns and the enemies come to us. We punch the baseball bats out of their hands and smash their brains in. I'm ranking this level as intended. Unfortunately, level 9 is impossible. The first enemy can be killed very easily, but the second will run just close enough to shoot us in the head, but not close enough for us to punch. No other enemies will appear until we kill the second guy, so we're stuck. Oh, level 10 is complete horseshit. It is possible, but it's such a nightmare to complete. I'm just gonna play the clip where I complete it instead of explaining what happens. It gets challenging. Here's the key to this level. We need to get this guy to throw his gun towards us, and we need as many of these as possible. All of these things that we can reach, we need as many of them as possible. So we start by throwing the baseball bat. It's not going to be useful to us. And it looks like the gun's going to fall into our range, but it doesn't. So we need to... It does fall into our range. Amazing. Okay. The hope was that guy would come over towards us, but he didn't in the end. So we're going to shoot over here. We miss. Fucking fantastic. We managed to hit. No ammo. We're going to draw this guy over towards us. Oh! Why did it... Fuck. Oh god. If that samurai sword hadn't broken the gun, we would be in a much better position. But it's okay. We're okay right now. I think that's the final guy. Which means... Oh... I just need you to come over towards me, please. Just give me your gun. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I lose. I lose on the final enemy. Oh! This level is such fucking bullshit. Oh my god. Levels 11 through 15 are all impossible, so we're not going to waste any time on them. Level 16 is definitely possible though. We stand in a cage surrounded by guys with guns who fire at us just barely out of reach. Thankfully, the goal of the level is to survive for a few seconds before dying, which we achieve pretty easily. Level 17 is another long hallway. The first wave of enemies come to us, but the second have guns, and they don't get close enough for us to kill. We're marking this one down as impossible too. Level 18 is a really cool one. We're in an elevator with 3 guys, all of whom have guns, and all of whom are within reach. We can kill them pretty easily before the elevator reaches our floor and the door opens, revealing 2 guys standing outside with shotguns. Here's where the level gets interesting. The first shotgun guy we can kill pretty easily, the second is a bigger issue. He's hidden behind this pillar here, and as we are right now, we can't hit him. My first idea was to take the guns away from the guys who were in the elevator with us and just have them push us closer to the door. That didn't work, they just punched us before we got any good movement out of them. I spent a while testing this level, trying to figure out what to do before I discovered something by accident. If you throw a gun at the first shotgun guy, who you can kill pretty easily, it causes the AI of the second guy to bug out. He drops his gun and just runs at us, letting us kill both of them pretty easily. Level 19, 20, 21, and 22 are all impossible, but they're the final impossible ones. That's because level 23 introduces Hot Switch. By pressing E while looking at an enemy, we take control over their body. This ability comes with some strings attached. The body we take control over immediately throws whatever they're holding, so we can't steal their guns, and Hot Switch has a pretty hefty cooldown. That being said, Hot Switch is what makes the rest of this game possible. If we had it from the start, we'd have been able to beat most of the levels up until now. Still, it's time for us to rack up some wins. Level 23 is an easy one. We swap with a guy at a bar, throw beer at a guy with a shotgun until Hot Switch recharges before using a secret technique. If we throw something at an enemy and then immediately Hot Switch into them, we get to keep the item they were holding as they drop it before being Hot Switched into. Using that, we keep the shotgun and use it to clean out the remaining enemies. Level 24 is more complicated. We're stood across from a man gunning us down and a guy running to get a shotty. We swap with the running guy, grab a nearby fire extinguisher through a wall, and throw it at a guy approaching us, taking his gun. We shoot a guy below us, shoot a guy next to us, and shoot a guy running at us before somebody new appears from behind where the guy gunning us down was. We hot switch with them and take this guy's gun, which we then use to clear the remaining enemies. Level 25 is another nightmare, so I'm just going to call it challenging and let you guys watch the successful attempt. Okay. Get peeked, dumbass. Come on. Give me your gun. Give me your gun. Thank you. Did I have that one? Nobody around me. Too fucking easy. Too fucking easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Level 26 is possible but challenging. We throw a phone at the perfect angle so this guy drops his gun before we hot switch into him and use it to gun down the two guys running at us. Two more enemies appear and we shoot them before we just stand still and wait. Behind the train are two guys who only appear once the train is fully departed. We need to act quickly, throwing our gun before the train is fully revealed before hot switching into the guy we hit and killing the other with the gun we just dropped. I gotta be honest, I lied earlier. Level 27 is completely impossible. We spawn on a moving train with a tunnel coming towards us. The only way to avoid the tunnel is to move. I did have an unrecorded attempt where I somehow phased through the tunnel only to get killed out of bounds, but I've never been able to recreate that. Level 28 was just too difficult for me. In theory, with clever hot switching, it is possible to kill all the enemies, but I just couldn't do it. We can consider level 29 to be the finale, as level 30 through 32 are all impossible, requiring us to move to reach any enemies. Level 29 has too many moving parts for me to explain, so I'll just let the clip play. Alright. Nice. Nice, got the gun. Both down. Shoot. Fuck, we're out of ammo. Oh my god. Fucking finally. Jesus Christ, man. Overall, I was able to complete about 12 out of 32 levels, but I believe that around 14 are possible. I'm a little disappointed we weren't able to get to 16 out of 32, but that's where you guys come in. I'm not good enough at this game to make that dream a reality, but you guys might be. So please try this challenge out for yourselves and leave in the comments whether you were able to complete the impossible levels or not. I would love to see half this game get beaten with that movement. And also, the challenge is a lot of fun. I mean, look at how much Jamie from the past is enjoying it. Oh my fucking god! Anyway, you guys are great and it's been a pleasure having you all. Please subscribe and like and all that other nonsense, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!